Hi. Who are you and where are you from?
I am Cara Zoe. I'm from Bethesda, Maryland, right outside DC.
I'm Cora J. I'm from NYC, Queens specifically. Yeah.
All right. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an unemployable film student at Connecticut College.
Right now, I am getting ready to hopefully get into the cannabis industry. That's like my goal. But right now, I just do organization from company to company. Yeah.
Cool. And so, has the weather changed at all since you were kids?
Absolutely. To a concerning amount. In New York City, it's very cold, it's very brisk, but also we have our warm seasons, and it just bakes us. Like, the heat is so intense, like, people are dying, and it's getting a little, concerning. Yeah.
I remember we learned about it when I was a kid. We called it global warming. And then there was the whole shift with that. But I grew up in a very, neo-lib or liberal, area. So everybody acted like they cared about it a lot for sure. But, that's about it.
And then what about these days? I mean, do you does climate change at all affect your daily life, or do you think of that on a daily basis?
I'm reminded every day how bad I am for the environment.
I mean, for me, it's a constant. Like, for example, I remember that there used to be the seasons, and they were set, the 4 seasons. And now I feel like, it's winter. It's really hot right now. And in 2 days from now, it's probably going to be freezing cold, and it changes within the days. And then that's not even counting hurricane season, which is just destroying the eastern coast over and over and over. And it used to be 1. Now it's 2 or 3 hurricanes or superstorms, as they call them. You're reminded every year.
And are you over? In the future, let's just say, let's go back. On a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you? 10 being more super concerned, 1 being not at all.
I'm gonna say 8.5. I am moving to South Africa as soon as I graduate, and I will become a South African citizen. And over there, it's even worse. Less so the storms, but also just it's getting really hot. And in the town that I live in, it really depends on rainfall. If there's no rainfall, there's no water in the reservoir. And the time where it's we might run out of water is getting longer and longer because it's getting hotter and hotter with less rains.
Oh, I think we as a species are fucked, and we deserve it.
And would that be a 10?
I have other things that concern me, but yeah, definitely the doom of humanity. I'm worried about other people.
It's on the top of my list.
And then so I'm going to ask this anyway, but is there any optimism, or is it all pessimism? Is there anything we can do?
I am very optimistic. I think that a lot of people think about this in the way of we're doomed, it's over, because they can't even imagine changing the way that they relate with the environment.
That's big facts.
But I think that eventually we're going to hit a wall, and people are going to go back to more natural, indigenous land use ways, because people have been living here for a long time without destroying the planet. It's very possible. You just observe and listen to the people that were here before us and how they interact with the environment. You do the same thing, and suddenly, the rivers aren't poisoned, and the sun isn't baking us through the ozone hole, which still exists, by the way.
Well, I smell the Potomac on a regular basis. I'm a little bit more pessimistic. But I trust people like Cora, and I trust people that actually pay attention to this kind of thing, and I trust the facts that they give me. So it's more my faith in the people that care.
Mm-hmm.
Than my actual faith in future with humanity.
Well, I take that as a fantastic answer. Thank you very much. On the 23rd of November here in New London, Connecticut. Thank you.
Go Camels.
Go Camels.